welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. Today, Charming Amy and I are going to be hitting the road to check out the movie Vengeance. This is kind of a cool movie, alright? It is written and directed, starring, and I believe even produced, but I'm not 100% on that, by B.J. Novak. Now, some of you are probably familiar with B.J. Novak from the TV show The Office. He played Ryan, and he's also done some writing and some TV directing, but I do believe this is his first feature-length film. It's through Blumhouse Productions, and it seems like it's about a writer who goes to this funeral in Texas for a woman that he kind of knows. It's very strange. She dies of an opioid overdose. And so he goes to her funeral because the family thinks that they're dating because of a picture of them together. So to be nice, he goes down there. And while he's there, he gets caught up into this whole murder mystery thing. But it's not a murder mystery. It could just be some kind of weird conspiracy theory or something like that. Anyways, he gets involved in this whole thing, and because he is a writer, he decides to start turning his investigation into a podcast rather than like a real vengeance kind of story. So this movie looks like it's going to have some pretty good action attached to it. Not like action as in like an action movie, but more like real people action, drama, maybe melodrama, comedy. It looks like it's going to have a little mystery, intrigue. Maybe this isn't a weird conspiracy theory. Who knows? But I'm really, really excited to see this film and to check it out, because when I hear somebody has written a film, directed a film, is starring in a film, and like I said, possibly producing the film, this means this is a pretty passionate project for that person. And I'm really hoping that it really shows on the screen and this turns out to be just a really awesome hidden gem that's out in the public right now. So anyways, guys, we need to get out of here and hit the road to go see the movie Vengeance. Welcome back. We are just getting back from checking out the movie Vengeance, written, directed, and starring B.J. Novak. And the first thing I want to say about this movie right out the gate is, oh my god, this movie was amazing. I really enjoyed this movie. The humor in the film is spot on. It's got some great comedy in this film. The acting is outstanding, and the storyline is, it's great. It doesn't just have a murder mystery attached to it. There's a lot of other things in this film. There's some philosophy. There's, again, like I said, the comedy and a bit of action thrown in there too. Not a lot of super action, just a little bit of action. So, it's a little bit of something. Let's just say somebody's car blows up. It's good. The movie was fun, and it was also meaningful. It had a lot of layers to it. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the acting. I honestly have no idea how B.J. Novak did this. Not only did he deliver a very well-directed, well-made film, his performance in the movie is probably one of the best things I've ever seen him in. I love The Office. I also like the character Ryan. This is the best thing the man's done to date. I'm going to go to the mattresses on that one. And another very, very surprising story, or surprising appearance, I should say, in the film is Ashton Kutcher. I did not know Ashton Kutcher was in this movie, and his performance surprised the hell out of me, honestly. This is not a role that you're used to seeing Ashton Kutcher play. He's not that 70s show goofy ball hippie dude. He is a much deeper, a lot more complicated of a character in this film, and it is extremely worth watching. I also said this movie is very funny. The comedy in this film is great. I laughed a lot. So did the people around us. There were a lot of jokes that landed with a lot of different people. And one of the things I want to say about this film, and it does tie into the comedy, is as somebody who grew up in a small town, now granted, I did grow up in a small town that was outside of a larger city, but I still understand what it's like living in more of a rural area. And if there's one thing that really pisses me off is when Hollywood just decides, oh, you're from the country, you must be a moron. This movie does not do that. The thing that they point out in the film is they're not dumber, it's just a different culture. And I like that. The film has a lot of subtle messages throughout the entire thing. There's a point where one of the characters is talking about regrets, and let me tell you guys, it hit me in the feels. Like, I really, I understood what she was talking about. But anyways, the film is not just downs, it's plenty of ups. This is one of those movies that you're not going to walk away with a warm fuzzy like you did with something, it doesn't have one of those endings. It does have a great closure that wraps everything up, but it's, I guess it depends on your outlook on what a warm and fuzzy ending is. So that being said, guys, this is a film that I definitely say, go out there, check it out in theaters, support the little guy for once. Let's not go see the big budget CGIs. I know the DC Super Pets is in the theaters right now. Maybe take the kids to see that one. But if you want to get out there and for a grown-up night, this is another movie for that. This is a great film. Get out there, support your local theaters, but support small cinemas. Support these little movies or they won't let them be made anymore. Everything's going to be CGI bullshit. Get out there and see this movie. If you don't, I do see this movie becoming a cult classic someday. I think if this movie does not do really well in theaters, I see it becoming something that'll end up on a streaming service and people are gonna freaking love this movie. Get out there, support small cinema, see this movie. Now, it's that time again where I have to decide and put a grade, decide in a way what grade am I going to give this film? And you know what, guys? It's another A+. After I saw Nope, now here we are, another A+. I'm excited. I'm really kind of happy I didn't see DC Super Pets since I went. Do some editing there. Anyways, guys, I was going to wrap this up anyways, and I don't want to go through this again, because I have shot this several times, and something happens every time. So I am ending it here. I'm going to end it with a cough and a gag. So thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. A+ BJ Novak. Keep doing this, man. Make more movies. Make more movies like this. Anyways, thanks for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna. Seriously, get out there, support the little guy.